wrapped
Shy.
around the esophagus, so they shouldn't be swallowing
I'm
anything
taking a
too big
million
or they'll
pictures.
explode their brain.
Oh!
The oceans of our planet are still some of the most unexplored areas. It's not uncommon to hear about strange new creatures that end up washing on some beach somewhere. Who knows what's still down there? Today, we're going to have a look at some strange creatures which we know are out there or were out there. Some species are endangered because they're beautiful and people want to capture and look at them, while others are not endangered because they are, well, less beautiful. Whatever the case may be, hope that you enjoy the video. Here are some of the strangest sea creatures you've never seen before. The Dumbo octopus. There's around 14 species of Grimpithus octopuses, or Dumbo octopus as some people call them. They may look drastically different from one individual to the next, but a common feature is that, in a way, they apparently resemble Dumbo the elephant. Some have large flappy appendages, which look like ears that are used for swimming, and others have a proboscis. A proboscis is the nose of a mammal that is long and mobile, such as the trunk of an elephant or the snout of a tapir. They therefore truly do look like elephants. The average size of a Dumbo octopus is 20 to 30 centimeters, or 7.9 to 12 inches in length. But one individual specimen was actually found to be 1.8 meters, or 5.9 feet in height, and weighed 5.9 kilos or 13 pounds. Now that's a scary sight to behold. The average weight of the creature is still actually unknown. The Dumbo octopus comes in various shapes, sizes, and even colors. The colors can include red, brown, white, and even pink. They also have the ability to flush or change color to camouflage themselves against the ocean floor. The ears can be a different color compared to the rest of the body. The Dumbo octopus is a deep sea animal that lives on the ocean floor at extremely low depths of 2,987 meters or 9,800 feet to 3,962 meters or 13,000 feet. These animals are genuinely small, with exceptions as mentioned above, around 20 centimeters 8 inches tall, and have a pair of fins located on their mantle and webbing between their arms. They often swim or just hover above the seafloor, and from there they hunt for snails, worms, and other food. The vampire squid from hell. Squid have always had a terrifying mystery about them. If you thought the term vampire squid was scary, its scientific name, Vampirotethinus infernalis, literally translates to vampire squid from hell. It might be named the vampire squid, but it certainly doesn't feed on blood. The vampire squid is aptly named because of its jet black skin, webbing between the arms, and red eyes, supposedly characteristics of a vampire. Of course, we all know that vampires are a myth. Or are they? The vampire squid roams the Meso to Paleolithic depths throughout the world's tropical and temperature oceans, where little to no light penetrates. The vampire squid lives between the depths of 300 to 3,000 meters, with a majority of them found at depths of 1,500 to 2,500 meters. The vampire squid lives in the tropical and subtropical oceans of the world, as they prefer a temperature between 2 and 6 degrees Celsius. Vampire squids have 8 long arms and 2 rectangular filaments that can end up being extended well past the total length of the animal. It can even be retracted into pockets within the body. These filaments function as feeling sensors because of the cirri that covers the entire length of the arm. Only one part of the arm has suction cups on it. These animals also have 2 fins on the dorsal surface of their mantles. This squid is considered small, reaching a max length of 28 centimeters, which is the approximate size of a football. Female squids, though, have been known to be larger than the males. The vampire squid has the consistency of a jellyfish. Its most intriguing physical characteristic, however, is that it has proportionally the largest eyes of any animal in the world. A squid 6 inches long will have eyes that are an inch in diameter, which compares to the size of a full-grown dog. So while these squids might not be that big, the question still remains, are they actually from hell? Because that part still confuses me. Pink see-through Fantasia or headless chicken monster. Now I know what you're saying. This sounds like a creature created by Walt Disney, but it's not. The Infinitus has the misfortune of having a nickname that sounds like a sexy type of lingerie, which is not very Disney-like. It is thought that its mystical fairy-like appearance may be the reason for its name. It mainly lives 2,500 meters or 8,202 feet deep in the Celebes Sea off of Borneo's east coast. In October of 2018, one was found in the Antarctic Ocean. That was unusual, as nobody had ever previously recorded one being that far south. As well as being called the headless chicken monster, It's also been called the headless chicken fish, the Spanish dancer, and deep swimming sea cucumber. It sounds like every Tom, Dick, and Harry have named this creature what they want to. Surprisingly enough, it's related to the starfish and is therefore an enchioderm. It reaches about 30 centimeters or 1 foot in length. Its mouth is surrounded by tentacles with which it stuffs food into its mouth. Sounds pleasant. Sprawling and fertilization happen externally, and some exhibit brooding. It has a gonad with both male and female characteristics, and therefore has sex with itself. As part of their life cycle, the embryos develop into planctographic larvae, then into Dolaria, which is barrel-shaped stage, that later metamorphs into jubilant sea cucumbers, headless sea monsters, headless chickenfish, Spanish dancers, just take your pick. Jeweled umbrella squid. The elegant jeweled umbrella squid is a cockeyed squid which belongs to a type of squid that is widely distributed around the coastlines of Argentina, South Africa, and Tasmania. It reaches a rather large size of 119 centimeters or 4.6 feet. Its uneven distribution and variations in individual characteristics, normally considered stable with species, suggest that a number of separate populations of this creature could exist. These squids live in waters between 100 meters or 328 feet and 2,200 meters or 7,217 feet in depth. Juvelentis tend to inhabit the upper water column between depths ranging from 100 meters and 200 meters, 656 feet, while larger individuals can be found between 200 and 600 meters or 2,624 feet, and most of the mature specimens have been caught in waters between 100 meters or 3,289 feet and 2,200 meters in depth. This amazing squid is able to change its color and move forward by pumping water into its mantle, then pushing it out again through what is called the siphon. This creature is a carnivore, and its diet consists mainly of fish, crabs, lobsters, and mollusks, which makes its catches with its suckers. These types of cephalopods are only predated by northern bottlenose whales, sperm whales, blue sharks, swordfish, and Cuvier's beaked whales. The body of these squids have a purplish color, and furthermore, they also have various luminous organs, especially on the mantle, the arms, and long tentacles. The tentacles are connected by a membrane, and the eyes of this animal are not symmetrical, so they're different on each side of the head. Talk about ugly. Leafy sea dragon. The Phycoterus equus is a cousin to the seahorse. They're commonly found around Australia, where they camouflage themselves from prey by drifting among seaweed and other sea plants. Living at a depth of just 5 meters or 16 feet to upwards of 15 meters or 50 feet, these reside in areas with clear water, low light conditions, and obviously prominent vegetation. Its favorite areas include seaweed beds, seagrass meadows, and rocky reefs. The leafy sea dragon can grow upwards of 50 centimeters or 9.5 inches in length, but averages about 30 centimeters or 11 inches. This is a cygnethide. Therefore, it typically exhibits a series of hard exoskeletal rings around its entire body and a toothless tube-like snout. Broad, flat appendages resembling seaweed grow from the plates surrounding the body. Hidden between these appendages on either side of the body are several sharp spines that help it defend itself against predators. The leaf-like appendages and thin body vary on adults from green to yellow-brown to light brown, and some will even have thin white lines radiating from eyes and extending over the body. Being able to mimic surrounding vegetation, this creature is able to approach its unsuspecting prey unobserved. This animal fish usually uses suction to be able to draw food into its mouth. The major staple diet that it consists of is mysid shrimp. It does, however, also eat plankton and larval fishes. The populations of leafy sea dragons have been declining due to both habitat destruction and harvests for aquariums. Many conservation efforts even include diver education, further research efforts, and active habitat preservation, which are part of the plan in Australia to protect this species from decline. The sea angel. These creatures are actually a type of slug. It has translucent features and can be found throughout the cold waters of the Atlantic Ocean. They seem to just float there, which is why they are called sea angels. These animals can grow up to 5 centimeters or 2 inches and can survive entirely on sea butterflies. Gymnosomata are carnivorous, feeding only on their fellow petropods. Their lifestyles have co-evolved with those of their prey, with their feeding strategy adapting to the consistency of their main prey. Sea angels are a large part of an extremely small swimming sea slug. They are sometimes confused with jellyfish and other creatures. They're even classified in 6 different families, and they were even previously previously referred to as a type of petripod. Gymnosomes slowly bit their wing like parapodia in a rowing motion to propel their streamlined bodies through the upper 20 meters or 60 feet of the water column. Although usually slow moving, beating their wings once or twice per second, they're capable of remarkable bursts of speed when they need to catch their prey. They even call a separate suite of muscles into action in order to obtain a higher wing beat frequency. Their hunting strategies vary, as some are ambush predators sitting and waiting for their prey, whilst others actively pursue them. There's so many strange sea creatures out there. In this video, we barely touched the tip of the iceberg. Maybe in the future, we'll be able to make a video about more strange species, but in the meantime, keep your eyes and ears open for those scientific and news reports, because you never know when an exciting new species will be discovered. Until next time, guys, hope you have some fun and stay safe.